What's up guys, Toy Bro here, and today we're taking a look at the final NECA quarter scale TMNT figure. We've got Michelangelo here. Take a quick look at the box. It's the same kind of thing we've seen before. We've got him in the window here. It is a play on the original promo material for the movie. Kind of look down, you can see the turtles popping up out of the sewer there. Spin them around. We got Mikey on the side. We got some promo shots on the back, as well as a look at the turtles. We got that NECA logo down there in the FHE home video format. So let's pull this guy out and take a look. Alright guys, so here is Mikey out of the box. And if you've seen my other TMNT NECA videos, you know that this is pretty much the same kind of figure that we've had through and through. So they kind of reuse a lot of parts to get these things out at this crazy low for the scale price point. So we've got Michelangelo here, and we'll take a look at articulation and paint and everything real quick, because again, if you've seen one video, and I would recommend you watch them all, why not? You know what to expect. So the head can swivel all the way around. It's got some down motion and a little bit up, but not a great deal. The arms go only about that far out. There is a double joint at the elbow. The pad does get in the way. That's just kind of the way it's going to be. I mean, if something's over the joint, it is going to get in the way. The wrists will swivel, and based on which hands you have in use, they will have either a side-to-side joint or a vertical joint. The body, the actual torso, is jointed, so you can kind of lean him from side to side. He's got kind of a little wiggle motion, basically. The legs are on ratcheted ball joints, so they can move, and they help keep the figure pretty sturdy, although they make some horrible noises until you really get them kind of worked out. So he can kick about that far. And then they do rotate at that thigh as well. We have got knee joints, which again, the pads are going to play a factor here. And then we've got ball jointed ankles, which have pretty good hinge forward, not much on the back. And then they have a little bit of a rocker in there. So he's pretty standard for a figure in general, maybe a little limited, but they did what they could with this size and with the kind of limitations of him being a turtle. Now, as far as sculpt goes, he is essentially perfect as far as I'm concerned. There is really nothing wrong with this guy. I think he looks amazing. There's a lot of sculpted detail, the musculature, the veins popping out of the arms, the line work on the front and the back of the shell. Very cool, very nicely done. And even with all the similarities between the turtles, I don't even remotely mind that they share parts. If this is what it takes to get these figures out at this price point, I'm all for it. And they just look amazing. You really can't say that these don't look like they jumped right out of the movie screen. Obviously, the head is kind of the key factor for these turtles. If they didn't have such great likenesses to the original suits, I don't think this would be such a success, but they do. And Mikey is a little different in that he is a little more expressive than some of the other turtles, so he looks a little happier. I mean, it's Michelangelo, what are you going to expect? But the others are all kind of brooding, or they're battle ready, kind of, is a way I've kind of thought about it. Mikey he's here to have fun. I mean, he comes with a bag of pork rinds, for crying out loud. So he is ready to party, basically. And he's kind of the odd man out in terms of expression, which I'm okay with. My only hope is that maybe down the road, NECA is going to say, hey, we need to release a head accessory pack and give the other three some more happy expressions and give Mikey a battle-ready expression or something like that. But as far as the head on itself goes, I think it's amazing. I think they did an exceptional job. His eyes are a lot more open than the other turtles, so you can really see just kind of the excellent work they did on those eyes. The bandana is a separate piece of plastic that's painted very cleanly, which leads into the soft goods bandana at the back, which does rotate, and it actually pegs in, so you could pop it out if you wanted to. But you can kind of move it around from side to side to help position it a little bit better. And then, of course, we do have all of the spots and the paint work on the face, the painted teeth, the painted tongue. Everything about it is just exceptional as far as I'm concerned, and I think they did a really good job to use this sculpt effectively to make this look like a unique Michelangelo. Alright, now we know the figure is similar to a high degree
to the other figures in the line. What about the accessories? Well, he does come with a few unique accessories, which is pretty standard for the line. Obviously, he has his own weapons. We've got some nunchucks in his hands right now, and I've got the other pair. He obviously comes with two, and they are pretty nicely sized. You can see compared to his head, they are a few inches long. They've got kind of a worn brown and black look to them, so it looks like he's kind of rubbed them over time. They are connected via a string, which the only thing I don't like about it is that I think it's a little too short. So I'm not sure that it needs to be longer in terms of realism, so I think it is very similar to what the movie looked like, but there are some positions that I'm trying to get him in, particularly one where he's holding in his right hand, holding it over his arm, and then he's grabbing it with his left hand that I just cannot seem to get done. He's shown holding it that way on the box, but I can't get him to do it. I just need to play with it more maybe. But I do think they are nice. They have, like I said, they've got the rope in the middle. It's kind of a double rope. So it seems to hold them really well, and I think it is going to kind of last for a while. So I'm pretty pleased with how they turned out. Maybe I'm not very good at posing him with them yet. He comes with a bag of pork rinds. So this is really like an actual plastic bag too. It's got a piece of foam in there to give it some thickness. But this thing's really cool. It's got a barcode on it. It's got nutrition facts, flavored with salt. But I think this is probably the best accessory he comes with. He obviously comes with a piece of pizza, so we've come to expect this from the line. And it's the same as the others. It has olives on it. I don't like olives. He comes with a bunch of hands as well. So we have got 2 gripping hands that have horizontal hinges. We have got 2 gripping hands with vertical hinges. We have got 2 thumbs up hands, and then we have 2 more style pose hands, maybe for, some just regular ninjutsu type moves or for holding that piece of pizza. All of this taken together, the sculpt, the paint, the articulation, the price point, the crazy accessory count that we have here, how can you not want these? Unless you don't like Ninja Turtles or you don't have room for them, which I fully understand. I'm not sure I really have room for them myself. They are just amazing, amazing action figures. I don't know how they did it. I don't need to know how they did it. NECA just did a fantastic job executing these figures at such a high level for such a relatively low price point. I just can't get over it. I am eagerly awaiting the Baby Turtle 4-pack, eagerly awaiting Shredder and the Foot Clan. I don't think we could really ask for much more out of this line. I really think they knocked it out of the park yet again on another exceptional figure. So that is going to do it for this look at the NECA quarter scale Michelangelo. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do that whole thing. And until next time.